Starting my crash course on testosterone use, one of the main things we're going to talk about is SHBG. I need to educate everybody on SHBG. The majority of people don't know or understand what SHBG is and or what it does. SHBG, I'll say it again, SHBG is sex hormone binding globulin. Say it again, sex hormone binding globulin. Anytime our testosterone levels are elevated above normal range, this is especially true at night. It has something to do with our circadian rhythm as well. But the long-acting testosterones, if we take too much, SHBG rises to blunt the testosterone. It doesn't matter how much you take. They say it again. It doesn't matter how much you take. Eventually the SHBG, sex hormone binding globulin, will come up enough to blunt anything you have above the normal range. Sex hormone binding globulin's job is just that. If our sex hormones, like testosterone, are above what is normal range, especially at night, it will rise and it binds to the testosterone and it's gone. This is why a guy, if he takes 400 milligrams a week of testosterone cypionate, after a few months they go into the doctor and their test levels are between 800 and 1,000 nanograms per deciliter. For some reason, doctors haven't been able to figure this out. There's a few doctors out there now that myself and my buddy Emmerich Delsig has consulted in this, and they understand it now. When SHBG it will continue rising until it catches you and brings you down to normal range. So if you're taking the 400 milligrams a week continuously for more than 2 months, it gets to the point where it brings you down to normal range. There's some other factors that apply here, but today we're just talking about the SHBG. Then where do we go from there? Guys start out, let's say 200 milligrams a week. And at first they feel fantastic. After a few months, they go in, they get their levels checked, they're 800, 900, 1,000 nanograms per deciliter. Doctors don't think anything of it. Well, you're in good range, whatever. At 200 milligrams a week, these guys should be up around 2,000, okay? And if you got your testosterone levels checked when you first started taking it, which most people never do, they take a dose, they come back 3 months later and check again. Some guys don't check at all. Then it looks like normal range. Sometimes it even gets down below 800. And then the doctor will say, okay, I'll just give you 50 milligrams more a week. You feel good for a while. You go in after a few months, you're back down to 800 to 1,000 again, and this continues to climb. Every time you go up, after 8 weeks, the SHBG will get to the point where it's got you, and you're down in normal range. You're getting about 10 milligrams a day worth, even if you're on 400 milligrams a week. That's why the gains blunt. That's why the way you felt at first levels off, because you're not getting it anymore. And you have to continually keep climbing, and it shuts some things down, which we'll talk about in the next video. So by microdosing daily, we can keep our range, we can keep in that 1,000 nanogram per deciliter range every day and not raise SHBG and continue to feel good and not shut anything down. Now, we can go above that safely for up to 8 weeks, but after that 8 weeks, the SHBG has caught us and has us back down to as if we were taking the 10 milligrams a day again. This doesn't matter if you're even taking 800 milligrams. Eventually, it will have you down to getting 10 milligrams a day worth. This is why it's completely ignorant to keep taking this 400 milligrams when you're only getting 10 milligrams worth. The SHBG binds to it and it is gone. That's why the levels are in normal range. Somebody on 400 milligrams a week, if they've got their levels checked that first couple of weeks, would literally be 4,000 nanograms per deciliter. That's why they feel like Superman for a while. And then it levels off and they start getting all these side effects. The gains stop. They just feel normal. This is why. It's SHBG. That's the secret. Keeping levels at the top end of normal so they won't rise SHBG. We don't shut things down and start screwing up other body functions that run off the anterior side of the pituitary gland. Again, we can safely do a blasting cruise because once it is the SHBG has brought you down to you're only getting 10 milligrams a day worth, well, you might as well just take 10 milligrams a day and be at 1,000 nanograms per deciliter, let everything reset and heal, let your blood work look good, then go up again for 8 weeks safely. We can do this forever and stay healthy. This is why when you first started taking testosterone, you got these incredible gains off, say, 200, 300, 400 milligrams a week. And if you just stay on, the SHBG has got you at that amount, just getting 10 milligrams worth a day. And then you got to take more. And it will keep going on. Pretty soon people are in the grams per week and they're not gaining anymore. It's not about how much you're taking. It's about how much you're able to get. So pay attention to what I have to say in the next few videos, and then I will make a video and draw it out how we go up and down. And to do this and get continual gains, we'll actually get more gains on less and be healthy and even save some money. It's that easy. I tried the route of just shooting things in myself and seeing what dosage did what. It has nothing to do with being some magic dosage or a magic concoction or a cocktail or anything like that. All the androgens pretty much do the same thing. But after you've been on any dose for more than a couple months, not the SHBG has got you caught, and there's some other things we'll talk about that play a huge factor in this. And we'll go into how Humanofort heals this and keeps you more sensitive to the testosterone. That's why we have guys on the Olympia stage microdosing testosterone, taking Humanofort, and looking better than they ever have in their entire life. If you pay attention to what I'm about to teach everybody, it's going to help you for the rest of your life, and you'll get more out of less, live longer, be healthier, and even look better than you did on all that crap. All right? I'll see you soon.